Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker. It's beautifully designed, it's really compact, it's so simple and easy to use. Let me show you what comes with your ice cream maker. This is your integrated lid, and inside the lid, this is the removable cup. It's also a measure, so it goes up to half a cup. And you'll notice it also has a little hole here so that as you're adding, let's say, the nuts at the end of the cycle, you can just pour them through that little opening right there. This is your paddle, and it's used for all types of ice cream. I'm just going to put this on the side. This is your 2-quart freezer bowl, and we recommend that you put this in the freezer at least overnight for the best result. There's your paddle and the lid. Now, on the front of the machine, you'll notice there's several functions. The first is ice cream, the next is gelato, and the last is sorbet. And each one of these pre-programmed options runs at a different speed for the optimal results. So first you have ice cream, and it will come up preset on 25 minutes, but you can adjust this all the way up to an hour or down if you prefer. And you just turn it on when you're all done choosing your time. Then you have gelato. It's a preset for 30 minutes. Same thing, just turn it on. You notice for gelato, it turns a little slower. And the last one is sorbet, which the recommended time is 40 minutes. You just turn it on and it starts. And what will happen is, this is so simple and easy to use. It takes all of the questionability out of making these frozen desserts. The great thing about it is it shuts off when it's done, and you can just enjoy your ice cream. Has a beautiful stainless steel finish. It's really nice and compact, and it couldn't be more fun to make ice cream at home. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the ingredients together to make an ice cream, and this happens to be butter pecan. I'm just going to put this back in here. And the first ingredient is your milk. So put that in with the sugar and the salt. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to whisk this until the sugar dissolves. And this is really simple and easy to do. This is such a fun thing to do with kids too, to show them how much fun and how simple and easy it is to make ice cream. The great thing about ice cream, making it at home, you know exactly what type of ingredients go in. If you prefer to use organic milk or organic sugar or whatever ingredients you have in your home, it's great. So that's the heavy cream. I'm just going to whisk that and then whisk in finally the vanilla. Now, normally what we recommend that you do is let this basically come together and let the flavors incorporate, and that takes about 2 hours, or you can leave it in the fridge overnight. But today, because we're going to be making this immediately, I'm not going to actually do that. So I'm just going to pour this into this pitcher, just so it's a lot easier to get it in the ice cream maker so I don't make a mess. And you can see that the sugar was dissolved really well. So what I'm going to do is take this lid off, pour this inside, and then what I'm going to do is choose ice cream. It's preset on 25 minutes, and I'm going to hit start. And you saw how quickly that came together. In 25 minutes, you can have a beautiful, luscious ice cream. So our ice cream just finished churning, and then I just want to mention these happen to be the pecans that we had out earlier. All you need to do is, towards the very end of the mixing cycle, just add these a little bit at a time for some extra taste. And look how beautiful that is. Who doesn't love a cool ice cream any time of year? I know I do. Today it's like 92 degrees out, and I'm melting, so I definitely want to taste this and cool off. That's really rich. I like the extra crunch with the nuts. I like nuts in my ice cream. It couldn't be easier to make fresh, homemade ice cream with ingredients that you can control right at home with the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker. Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart 1.5 quart compressor style ice cream and gelato maker. You can do both styles of desserts, and the reason is we have two different paddles. One is specifically designed for ice cream and the other is specifically designed for gelato. And the reason is that gelato has a lot less air in it. It's much more dense than an ice cream. Ice cream is more aerated, and so we have designed two different paddles for you to use to get the perfect result for a great gelato or an ice cream. The other thing I want to show you is this is the 1.5 quart removable container. Just put that right back in there. And we're going to put the paddle in. You can see how it goes in. And the next thing that you have here is your locking lid. You just line up the arrow with the locking unlock signal and turn it towards the locking icon. Also here you have a little window where you can add your ingredients or any mix-ins when you're making your ice cream or gelato. Has a beautiful stainless steel finish, and like I said, it has a compressor, and the benefit of that is that you can make ice cream or gelato at any time. You don't have to chill a container overnight in the freezer, and you can also make batch after batch of ice cream or gelato. It has a control panel here, which is black, and it's surrounded by a really nice accent of brushed stainless steel, as is the front. It has a power button, a 60-minute timer, and then also a start-stop button. It's beautifully designed, and it's also a lot of fun to make homemade ice cream or gelato. So we can get started with our ingredients. Today we're making a fresh strawberry ice cream. And I'm just gonna take off the lid right now because it's just, I don't want to splash. I'm just gonna stir this around a little bit. I prepared this in advance so that we'd have it all ready for making ice cream. And all you do, it's so simple and easy. You just pour the cooled ingredients right inside. Like that. I made a little bit of a splash, but that's okay. I can wipe it up really easy. All you do is put your lid back on, lock it into place, and we're gonna set the timer for 40 minutes. And we're gonna come back after 40 minutes, and it starts to turn. It's gonna start churning your ice cream. And when we come back, I'm gonna show you a beautiful strawberry ice cream that we made from scratch. So our 40 minutes is up, and one thing I wanted to mention to you is that when your ice cream is done mixing and cooling, you should take it out of the container inside and move it to a food storage container because it'll still be a little soft, and then put it in the freezer so it'll harden up a little bit. It's not going to be absolutely hard when it is finished churning in the ice cream maker. So here we go. I just want to show you how beautiful this came out. It's rich and flavorful and really, really pretty. And it couldn't get more tasty than making fresh homemade ice cream. And honestly, I do it with my nieces and nephews, and they love it. Who wouldn't want a beautiful, creamy ice cream or gelato right at home? Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, Director of Marketing Communications for Cuisinart. This is the Cuisinart Pure Indulgence 2-quart frozen yogurt and ice cream maker. This product is a lot of fun to use. It's really easy to operate. First, you need to put your freezer bowl in the freezer. We recommend overnight at 0 degrees. And you put it right inside. You put your ingredients in here. You add your ice cream dasher, and this is what turns the ice cream as it freezes. You put your lid on, and you'll notice the lid has a little hole in it right here, where as your ice cream's almost finished, you can add in small pieces of fruit or chocolate chips or even a couple of small pieces of nuts. And after you get all your ingredients in, you just turn it on. It's beautifully designed. It has a stainless steel housing. And guess what? In 25 minutes, you're going to have fresh, flavorful ice cream or frozen yogurt right at home.
Hi, I'm Teresa with Cuisinart, and this is Cuisinart's frozen yogurt, ice cream, and sorbet maker. This unit holds up to 1.5 quarts of your favorite dessert. It comes with 3 basic parts. The first is the freezer bowl. This is a double insulated freezer bowl, which needs to be in the freezer for up to 8 hours. I'd prefer to keep it in the freezer overnight to make sure that it's solidly frozen. And it goes right here on the base. Requires no ice, so there's no mess, no fuss. This is our patent pending mixing paddle, which goes right here inside of the freezer bowl, and it makes ice cream or any frozen dessert in 20 minutes or less. And then here is the cover, which has a large spout right here, which allows you to add any mix in towards the end of if you're making ice cream, you want to add chocolate chips. It's wide enough for you to add that to your ice cream. And there you have it. That's our ice cream maker, and it makes, as I said, it makes great sherbet, sorbet, ice cream. Cuisinart's frozen yogurt ice cream and sorbet maker.